Hello Virgo, we are going to go ahead and get started. Now do keep in mind this is a general reading for a large audience. So if you find that the messages are not resonating with you, that just means they're not your messages. Go ahead and listen to your moon or rising sign as you may get some information from those. So let's go ahead and get started. This is your situation. You have the Two of Pentacles and the Chariot. At the bottom of the Chariot, it says Angel of Guidance. Now, this card, you see these two kids, they're swinging back and forth. It's a swing that, it's fun, it's carefree. It's, this is all about a playful relationship, something that is in equilibrium, in balance. So you are not in equilibrium. They're showing me, because the Chariot, it's about focusing on your goal. Having the willpower, having the drive to get there, overcoming every obstacle that you have in order to get there. I'm getting that you are not focused on the goal at hand because you're not sure what it is that you desire, what it is that you want. That you're still swinging back and forth. Okay, I want, you've got the two, you even get the dark horse and the light horse. You keep going back and forth and back and forth. There's a lot of uncertainty, up and down, unable to decide what it is that you desire, what it is that you want. And since you've not been able to firmly make a decision of, okay, this is what I want, this is what I desire, you aren't feeling that drive to focus on those goals, head toward those goals, take the action toward those goals, because you don't really know what you want. Because at that basic level, in order for us to commit to something, we have to decide what it is we want. Then we can commit to and say, okay, I'm going to do everything I can now. Make this happen. This is going to be happening. Let's see if we can get a little more information on your situation. So, you have mature woman, lovers, and thief. So, for a number of you, you want to be in a relationship that's carefree, that's balanced give and take. You feel as though love that you had, a marriage, a partnership, a relationship that you were in, you feel as though that was stolen from you. You were robbed, it was taken. Some of you feel like you were robbed or taken by that person that you were in a relationship with. The interesting thing is, they're saying like some of you want them back. But you're torn. Do I want them? Do I not want them? Do I want them? Do I not want them? Is it going to be balanced? Is it not going to be balanced? So you keep going back and forth in your head. You're filled with a lot of uncertainty. Let me look at these bottoms of these decks real quick. Yeah, so you did have a relationship that ended. And there's still a lot of things that have to be communicated between the two of you. But you're just not sure if you want it back. If you do, if you don't. You keep going back and forth. Now, what has led to that? You have the Judgment card. You have the Ten of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and at the bottom Three of Pentacles, it says action. So, Judgment, this is the path toward enlightenment. She's looking up toward the light. It's an awakening, an internal rebirth, healing the pain. So, you have not made a decision yet because you have not yet released all the pain. If you can see, she is standing in the snow. She's standing in the cold. But behind her, there are these little flowers that are starting to bloom, but she's not paying attention to those. So there are some potential new opportunities taking root at this time. But you have been going through an awakening. You have been going through some healing, which is why, because of the healing that you have gone through, you're now trying to decide, okay, do I want this or do I want this? And do I want to get back with them? Do I not want to get back with them? And the reason you're back and forth and indecisive is because there are some things that you still have to heal and release. See, she's got her robe on. She's starting to remove it, but it's still covering quite a bit of her. So when the pain is totally dropped, totally healed, totally released, that's going to give you the clarity that you need to make the decision, because they're saying that you are still holding on to a lot of pain about what transpired between you and your partner. Husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, you're holding on to that. This Ten of Wands, it's called the long climb, and you see they both have these buckets of watermelons on their back. So in the relationship, you felt extremely burdened, overburdened, overwhelmed. You felt as though you were carrying more of the responsibility. You were contributing more than your partner. Some of you didn't feel appreciated, you didn't feel valued, you did not feel acknowledged for your contributions, for the things that you were doing. And They're saying that also still has not been healed. Now, that's interesting. So you have expectation, house, and wealthy man. And since we got room, we'll move these a second. So for some of you, you had expectations for him to, or her, feel free to change the genders, but I'm going to go with what I'm getting throughout the reading to keep it so that there's no confusion. Do keep in mind, it's a general reading. So, Leos, you are the woman. You are the feminine. But again, if it's your story, feel free to swap the genders. But you had these expectations that he would be contributing more financially to the household. And there was a lot of conflict, a lot of arguments, a lot of fights over money, finances. And for some of you, you may have in fact been contributing more financially, but he was actually contributing more in other areas. See how they're carrying these two baskets and hers is smaller and his is larger. So maybe he was carrying more of different types of loads in the household. They're saying for some of you, so you're going through healing. So some of you, maybe you didn't have money when you were a child. Maybe money wasn't there. So maybe there's this deep-seated concern and fear and internal freak out about money. So maybe in your eyes, the only thing that matters is, by God, he needs to have money. He's got to have money. He's got to be able to take care of me. I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be hungry. I don't want to be homeless. I don't want to go without. I don't want to lose my home. So in your eyes, the only thing that mattered was money because of your experience as a child where your family did not have money. So there's this deep fear. For some of you, it's almost like a terror, like a panic. So since he didn't have the wealth, he didn't have the money, that they're pointing out this fence, this gate, that caused you to create a wall, create a block, because that expectation when you were together was the most important thing that mattered to you. That was it. And since he wasn't able to meet that expectation, but maybe he was bringing plenty of love, physically shouldering the responsibility, but the money piece, because of this deep fear in you that you are working on healing, but there's still a chunk of healing that has to be done. That's what you had the laser focus on. He's not bringing the bucks. There's lots of arguments, drama, conflict. It ended up in heartbreak, separation, because it was a financial thing. But what they're saying, because you are beginning to heal that, again, she's taking off part of the road, because you are beginning to heal that, you are starting to see that, which is why now you're in this back and forth, wishy-washy, not really sure state. Okay, we're going to keep this up there. And okay. Now, what you are fearful about and worried about, you have the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Wands at the bottom. It says journeys. Now, there's this person, she's weeping on this tomb. I mean, the person's dead. They're gone. It's over. I mean, I'm sure they're with her spiritually, but it's gone. This is all about sadness, emptiness, desolation, ruin. It's paired with the journey card, which can be overcoming blocks. So you are afraid that as you're coming to this point of healing and you're contemplating, okay, well, do I want to try to fix things with them? Do I not? You are fearful that it's deader than a doornail. There is no chance. You're not going to be able to overcome the hurdles, the challenges. You're not going to be able to clear the communications, because there were communications that were hurtful on both sides, but then there were also, they're saying, a lot of miscommunications. Things were not as they appeared to be. And they're saying on both ends. So there were things that they thought were one way that were not. There are things that you thought were one way that were not. But you are fearful now that you're thinking that maybe you do want a renewal of the relationship, you want a rebirth, that maybe there's no chance of that happening. Yeah, okay. So you have thoughts. So you're thinking about them. You're thinking, they're in your mind. You got sudden wealth. And then you have this card, occupation. So you don't think, although you're thinking about them, you would like to make it work out. You don't think that there's any chance that your luck is going to, bam, immediately, instantaneously turn around. Because you fear it's going to be just a whole bunch of laborious, difficult, challenging work. You're like, there's no way. But there is. But they're saying you're blocking it because, you know, you're thinking about it, you want it. There is the potential for that. This complete, immediate, swift change of luck. Things turn around. Good things coming in. But then it's blocked. She's not looking up. She's not paying attention to the blessings. She's not paying attention to the opportunities. She's just hard at work. Because you're so fearful it's going to be nothing but difficult work. It's going to be work that only you're going to be contributing to. You think you're the only one that's going to be contributing and putting in the work. They're saying it's blocking it, but you're bringing your fears into fruition, into reality. And we'll just put those there. Now, this is your outcome. What the angels are recommending that you do. So there's something that's been on your mind. That project, that person, that idea is waiting on the back. It says, go after that shit. The world has your back. So whatever it is that you are contemplating doing, whatever action you are thinking of taking. Now, for some of you, it's an action with regards to your ex. For others of you, it's some other actions. Like it could be day-to-day things that you've got to get done that maybe you're just putting off. And for some of you, things tied to money. But whatever it is, do it. Or for some of you, maybe, you know, you're thinking about a career or something. Well, pursue that, look into that, research that. But they're saying take some action. You've got lots of great ideas. Take action on those ideas. Then you've got laughter is the best medicine. At the bottom it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for reminding me to detach and find the humor and irony within every human drama. So they are encouraging you, because some of you are just like down in the dumps. They are encouraging you to do some things to raise your vibration. Do some things that are fun. Even if it's listening to a comedian online, or watching a funny sitcom, or laughing with friends. Do something to make yourself laugh, because they're encouraging you to get up out of, they're saying like get up out of the dumps, but also get up out of your head, because swords are just being stuck in your head. You're so worried, you're so fearful. And when we have deep-seated fears and worries and we're constantly stressing about it and thinking about it, well, we end up creating those things because our thoughts hold power. So they need you to get your thoughts to something happier, bubblier. And then for some of you, there's going to be some information that you're going to be receiving. There may be some internal aha epiphany moments. Allow yourself to appreciate the irony in it. Because some of you are going to realize, like maybe you'd had some argument about this person and you're going to realize, oh my gosh, you're just going to have this aha like, oh, that's what it was about. And I remember throwing the dish at them and it broke. And oh my gosh, it was really about something so little and was not at all what I thought. Oh my gosh. And then you can chuckle at it because looking back at it, you're like, wow, that was an ugly day for something that really was not significant and was not at all what I was thinking. But I got triggered. Stuff was getting thrown. It was bad. Holy crap. But they're saying also don't beat yourself up, because some of you, you're going to start to have some epiphanies. You're going to be like, oh my God, what have I done? But you are not to beat yourself up. Everything happens for a reason. You're growing. You're healing. Remember, this is you. Do not beat yourself up. But do find, they are saying that some of the stuff you're going to have epiphanies on, you are going to be able to find some humor in it. Then you've got inner power, the Divine Father, and at the bottom it says, Divine Father, thank you for co-creating my world with me. So they're encouraging you to step into your power. Your thoughts are creating your current moment and your future. So right now, you're so fearful, so worried, you're fearing the worst, what's going to happen. Well, if you stay in that mindset, you're going to be creating that. They need you to understand that. It's very important to change your thoughts so that you don't create this. You don't want to create this. This is not what things are. What things appear to be to you is not the reality. But if you stay in this mindset, that's the reality you're going to create. So they're encouraging you, change your mindset. Don't choke out these new opportunities that are coming your way out of fear. Because they're talking about how, you know, some people are very scared of snakes. Like this guy has this snake around his neck. Some people are terrified of snakes. They're saying fear. This fear, this overwhelming fear, concern, worry, uncertainty is like not yet choking, not yet stopping potential new opportunities, new beginnings coming in. But if you're unable to really rein in your thoughts, it could start to put a chokehold on these blessings and things that are coming your way. So you don't, and it hasn't yet. They are saying it has not yet, which is why they're giving you the warning right now that now is the time to immediately change your thoughts. Change your mindset now, because that snake has not choked him yet. Not yet. It's there. Your fears are about to choke this new beginning. That your divinely knowing is coming in. Like, you know that the two of you are going to come back together. You know you're going to be able to work this out. You're fearful, you're terrified. You want it, you don't want it, you're back and forth. You're all over the board. But don't allow the fears to choke and stop things. Don't allow those thoughts to stop it. And they are again saying you have not yet. But because you've been in this mindset for so long, if you're not able to change that, that could cause some challenges, extra hurdles for you, extra lessons for growth, extra opportunities for growth. But you're listening to this reading today, so you're not going to have to worry about that, right? You're not going to have to worry about it. So the other thing is, they're also saying, you've got this card comparison. You know how they were saying what has led to things, you know, you had expectations. They're saying to not compare tit for tat what you contributed to what they contributed. That, you know, if you contributed $100 to the savings account and they only contributed $5, that's it. They're not holding up their part. You're mad. But if they contributed and they took care of taking the kids to where they needed to go on an entire weekend so that you could stay home and, you know, relax, you could go away with your friends for the weekend, and they took care of all the laundry and they took care of the load at home, well, you're not even paying attention. That's irrelevant. But they're saying that it's this comparison of, you know, it's almost, they're giving me an image of like you doing a T-chart of they did this, they didn't do this, they did this, they didn't do this. I did this, but they didn't do it. Now I did this and they didn't do it. They're saying give them the benefit of the doubt. Because this oak tree, you know, you would think looking at this oak tree is way stronger. But the oak tree can't bend. The oak tree has no flexibility. They're both strong in their own rights. They're just different. That's all. You both were in the relationship. You were just different. So be open-minded to those differences, because for a number of you, this healing that you're going through, this is going to be revelation, epiphanies, ahas, which will be extremely beneficial for you. Now your outcome is the prince. It says prince, but it's really a princess. Princess of chalices, 9 of pentacles, the moon. At the bottom it says angel of dreams. Now you see here, this is this, you know, enamored maiden. She's just in love with love. Oh, she's dreaming about love. She's having daydreams. Oh, romanticizing everything. She's just high on some happiness. Thinking about what she wants. And then you got this 9 of pentacles. It's all about the harvest, reaping our rewards. You know, bearing, you know, after all of our efforts, being able to bring in that fruit, bearing fruit. But then you've got the moons, you know, self-doubt, worries, uncertainty. You're getting a lot of intuitive guidance, but you're not taking action on it, because you look, she's asleep on top of this full moon. She's like, no. And it's back even again. Back and forth, totally indecisive, stuck between 2 worlds, not really sure what you want. Some of you, you know, trying to decide, do I want to be in a relationship for love? Do I want to be in a relationship for money? Which do I want? I'm not really sure, so I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to think about it. Now, that's interesting. What's this? So you're gonna give them the run for their money. They've got gift, message of concern, and the privileged lady. Okay. So some of you are going to be receiving some help financially. So some of you are in a state right now where there's some financial concerns, some financial woes. You will be receiving some money that is going to help you. Now, could be taxes, could be whatever, but there is going to be some money coming in that's going to help you. And for some of you, it's money that may not be as much as you anticipated, but you are going to have some money coming in. Now, others of you, you will be receiving some help, but that help is insight. It's aha, it's epiphanies. They're also saying for some of you, there's some significance with the colors gold and red. But there's going to be some aha, some epiphany, some insight that you're going to come to, some revelation, something that you're going to see that will help you see that things in the past with your spouse, partner, ex, that there were a lot of misunderstandings. You'll be able to see like, oh my gosh, holy moly, that was all of that because of this misunderstanding of not seeing things for what they really were. But by seeing that, it's going to lead to prosperity. It's going to lead to happiness. You know, the privileged lady, she's someone that has a carefree life. She doesn't have any worries. She doesn't have any stress. She just gets to go around and enjoying life. Clear back to the beginning, your situation, you want something that's carefree. You want to enjoy it. You wanted to enjoy it with a partner. You want to be stress-free. So you're not going to be at that point of coming back together, but there is going to be tremendous, significant healing that occurs because you're going to receive some information that is going to help lead you to this good life that you seek. It's going to help lead you to the things that you desire. So that's pretty exciting. Hopefully that helps. Feel a lot of love, joy, and blessings.